So close, almost there. And now, hey, folks, thanks for tuning into the Banff Podcast. I'm your host, Mike Lafferty. Below me is Jason Sunday. He will be reviewing the Marvel Multiverse RPG. How you doing, Jason?
Doing well, thanks, Mike.
Appreciate you coming out tonight. And my stalwart co-host is Jacob Blackmon. How are you doing, Jacob?
Unmute.
You're unmuted. You're muted, sir.
Always here to say BAM.
All right. And speaking of Banff. That's the extended dance remix of the Banff intro music. So, Jason, this is a big effing deal. People are excited about the Marvel Multiverse RPG. What did you think about it?
I think that the system itself is pretty simple. I think it actually has a lot in common with the Valor Knights system in a couple of different ways. In that it's got like a fight damage and a range damage that are kind of archetype driven.
Yeah, you had mentioned that there was an archetype system. I was really shocked by that. Can you go into a little more detail on that?
Yeah, they're kind of like classes, and they provide your max bonuses for your different stats. They allot you, different stat bonuses depending on the archetype type and your hit points and damage fighting modifiers and stuff like that. So it's like kind of attribute based as far as saves go and like skill checks and stuff.
All right, cool. Can you give us examples of some of the archetypes?
Yeah, so they have the Bruiser, the Blaster, they have the Polymath, which is your kind of good at pretty much everything.
That's probably going to be like your Dr. Dooms, your Reed Richards, your Tony Starks.
Actually, Spider-Man is a polymath. If you scroll down on the
yeah, it makes sense considering he's strong, fast, and smart, which is not a huge combination. You usually see one or two characteristics of that in a character. Spider-Man fits all of them.
Well, I thought that Black Panther would have been a polymath, but here he is, a striker.
Right. Yeah, they have them all over the place, and I think you could probably build a character more than one way. So,
well, that makes sense. So what else do you think was cool about this?
Well, they have a power trees for powers, so that you depending on what you pick. If you have just one power tree that you go off, you get 6 powers. If you do multiple, you get 5 powers, and each power tree has like a talent system. You got to get one, or a feat system. You get one before the other, and then some of them are locked behind levels, which are called ranks. So I think that you can do anything from like your shield agents all the way up to Captain Marvel or Sentinel or whoever, top tier Silver Surfer.
All right, cool.
Right, they have a long way to go. The powers are not completely filled out. There's like no psionics yet, but that's this is just a playtest.
Yeah, I guess we should point out that it's just the $10 playtest version. The full tricked out version with the chrome spinners on the wheels and whatnot is still yet to come.
Right, and the system is a 616 D616, which is just a 3-die-8 system. One of the die is a Marvel die, so it should be like a different color. On a 1, then your roll is going to be a fantastic roll. On a 616, it's going to be an ultimate fantastic roll, and then 111 is just going to be a botch.
Something horrible happens.
Yep.
All right, Bucky falls off the train, etc.
Yep.
All right, so we're here. This is from the Marvel.com preview, and as you can see, Spider-Man is a polymath, so that's kind of cool.
Yep. So you say there are some abilities that are stuck behind levels. In that regard, looking at the Spider-Man character sheet, uh, it says he's rank 10. Is this average for superhero in their system,
Yeah.
or are you expected to start at rank 1 and work yourself up?
No, it's very much it's kind of like Mutants and Masterminds, where you pick a kind of a level or a level range where you want your heroes to start. They can just stay there, or you can give them a little room to grow. So if you wanted to make your Spider-Man like an entry level Spider-Man, then you can choose a lower level and have him level up, or you can just start right where you want. It does come with a character creation system, so you can make your own, but it's missing things like psionics and speedsters and stuff like that. One of the things that's really cool is that the way the math works. It seems that like you can play multiple levels together, but I'll know more once I get the system on the table.
And we're going to be running this not this upcoming Monday, but the following Monday, right here on this channel at our lunchtime, our noon Mountain Time beat 'em ups. So,
Right. Yep. And you'll notice that there's beside health, you have focus, and some powers let you extend the power's abilities with focus points. That's also your mental damage.
Okay.
so this chart here, is this the when you talked about some powers being hidden behind ranks? This is what you meant here. Like you can't get web
Right.
trapping until you've had web grabbing, which
Right.
you don't, which is one of the first powers of webcasting. So,
Yep. And then some you see like rank 10, rank 15, rank 5, they have like some gated stuff there so that you can kind of grow into the stronger hero.
okay, if you wanted to take the whole character arc as you learn your powers and get more
Right.
handle on them. What kind of pregens do they have in the book?
They have a bunch. Let me pull it up real quick and I'll tell you what all they have. They have quite a few variety of different heroes, but
Do you have it? Do you have it on your computer there in front of you? Do you want to share it with us?
yeah, let me get set up.
Okay.
It's a little difficult because it's like the whole screen. It's full screen or nothing. So
Okay, I got you.
let me move the stream real quick and I can get in place.
No worries, no worries. So, Jacob, who do you want to play in Monday's game?
Well, I'll need to hear who's available before I can really say that. But if it comes down to it, I'm always down to play Spidey. I love Spidey.
I'm playing D-Man.
Okay.
Why D-Man?
Why not? Why D-Man? He's got heart.
Uh-huh.
All right. So
Hey, right here. Damn, look at that. That is a pretty book.
I would hope so. I would hope that Marvel would hand it out to
Captain America.
someone who can capture that Marvel graphic design.
I would not have guessed Captain America as a polymath.
right. Yeah, and he's ranked 15, so I think that probably has to do with his abilities or the number of abilities they want to give him. But I would have pegged, Peter Parker closer to the 15 range, but I think when you build characters, there's always room for argument.
And I would agree. I'm just trying to figure out. I guess he's a fighter. He's a good leader, tactical mind. Okay.
Good grief, Captain Marvel is 25.
Yep, which is the highest this playtest goes.
Yeah, I was just about to ask how high do the ranks go? It's about 20, 25. Okay.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, so you'll notice these traits here. You get these traits from your origin, you get it from your profession, and then your archetype also gives you some of these, and they have some abilities that go along with them. So
So just from what I'm seeing of the character archetypes you're showing here, 10 looks to be about your average superhero level. 15 looks to be about your Avenger or world's greatest hero, and then you get to the 25 where you're expected to deal with the cosmic stuff.
Right. Yeah, that's pretty much on point.
Thor's 20. Yeah.
Yeah. And one thing you'll notice is these have these defense values here are your basically your saving throw style defenses.
The viewer Jason Wyndham says, "Hey guys, hey Jason, good to see you in the comments, sir. Can never have too many Jasons on hand."
So so I'm guessing with the 3d6 system, it's going to be the 3d6 plus the modifier
Right.
trying to hit a defense or difficulty. Yeah.
As you can see, these don't correlate. This score does not mean anything when it comes to this modifier because you have your archetype adds the modifier plus some of your powers or your traits can add to it plus your ability score. So it's not quite like D&D or other OSR style games,
Okay.
but they're similar. And I'll show you a chart here. This is not the best way. I prefer PDF, but as you can see, these charts that they get kind of crazy, but this is most of the complexity in the system right here. I think is right here in this chart. And once you build your character and you get all your stuff added up, it should be fine. I think
That's that is an old school chart right there. I almost feel like the old phase rip feeling.
Right. And then here you can see that the archetypes each give like ability cap raises. So they don't raise the ability; they raise the cap that your character can start with at that level. So here, this 9 to 12 cap is at 7, but these can raise that.
We just scrolled through all the pre-gens, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
There is no D-Man.
I wouldn't think there would be a D-Man. He's not exactly a popular character. I mean, good comic book connoisseurs such as ourselves know who D-Man is, but hey,
it's not like we're wearing smoking jackets and
think about how many people knew who the Guardians of the Galaxy were before the movie came out.
Just me and Dan Abnett, I think.
So this right here is so you have a target number based on your ranking, okay, your level. So you can see that the target number system scales, and then you'll plus or minus based on the level. So level 10 characters will have easier time at the base rank than higher level characters. But since everything scales, I'm betting that it makes things more just scales the challenge up for a higher level so that it feels right based on how hard it actually is. And then here's your plus or minus table.
Okay, yeah, I was about to say I hope there's some average, that you're dealing with, as opposed to the numbers just get higher with the number for the difficulty gets higher as you get higher level. It's like that's like 4th edition where you weren't making any progress. If the numbers get higher as you get higher level, that doesn't mean anything.
Right. Yep. And so one of the things about this system, you also have edge, and then you have trouble. And edge lets you it's like a boon and bane kind of system, but it lets you re-roll one of your dice. So you can if you want to try to, you got 6, 2, 6, and you want to try for that either something higher than a 2 and a 1, so you can get 6, 1, 6, then that edge will let you re-roll that die. And if you have trouble, you have to re-roll a higher die and take the lower of the 2 numbers.
All right, cool. Hey, is there a sample adventure in the back?
There is, actually.
What are you doing in the sample adventure?
And let's see.
Or are you going to be running the sample adventure?
Yeah, I was thinking about running that. I can make something up, or we can run the sample adventure, whichever you guys prefer.
I'm cool either way.
Can you give us a brief sneak peek without spoiling it?
Well, I see Hydra.
Yeah, so there's a situation that involves Hydra, and they may have mimics of heroes.
It's all about mimics,
right? So, but really, this is the only villain stats you get. Unfortunately, I was hoping for at least 1 or 2 villains, but you just get some mooks.
Just some nukes. That's a bummer. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, still, it's Hydra. It's always fun to punch Hydra. Punching Nazis is a good, clean American fun.
So at the back, you do have some reference rules, which is pretty handy. And this is where you can submit your feedback.
hmm So what's the timeline on like if this is a playtest? They're going to gather feedback, and then we see the actual game in 6 months, 18 months, 12
Yeah.
months. Do we know?
I read that it was next year. I'm not sure what time next year, but I did read it's next year.
Jason says, "Please run it. I want to see what kind of heroes everyone would make." Well, we're Monday next, not this 2 weeks from Monday. Noon Mountain will be playing this game. So
More than likely, I'll be playing a pre-gen.
Yeah.
Give. I'm not sure if they have they don't have the rules in here for actually creating characters, do they?
Yeah, they do actually.
Oh, they do. Oh, that's impressive.
Yeah. I can take it through a little bit.
that would be cool. Oh yeah, creating character, chapter 5.
Nice.
My
So
my copy finally downloaded.
Nice.
Yeah. So I can stop screen sharing if you'd rather do it yourself.
Let's just stick with yours. We got it up already.
Okay. Yeah. So first you will want to determine your rank and then your character concept. You grab your archetype, and then from there you get your ability scores, your background, which includes your origin and profession. Then you pick your power set, and then you do all your calculations. And then they have like a walkthrough of a character generation for a character who's called Young Lion. I'm not familiar with that character, but
It sounds like a made-up character.
it could be. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing, guys. I don't know if you knew this, but they are all made-up characters.
Yeah,
there you
the
go.
point is made up for the RPG.
Right.
You knew what I meant.
Yeah. So you get a certain number of skills based on level, and that's skill points, and then you just divide those skill points. Your numbers are from -4 all the way up to based on your rank. So that I showed you that on the archetype here. So all the way up to level 10, level 7, 7 ability score cap, and then modified by this and sometimes your powers too.
All right, cool.
So with the character creation, you might be able to make D-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. We'll have to see what happens when it's time. But and you have a chapter on powers, chapter 8.
Yep. And
Power sets.
and then here's the power sets here. Battlesuit, blades, cybernetics, firearms, energy control, martial arts, plasticity, shield bearer, spider powers, super strength, tactical mastery, and weather control. Then some utility powers right here.
All right. Yeah. So no speedsters, which I can think of, God, who is a speedster in Marvel who's not Quicksilver?
Speed.
Right.
Yeah, fair enough. And you can't do Jean Grey or Charles Xavier.
No, not yet.
Yeah.
Let's see. There's Speed Demon, Joystick. There's a couple.
You're just making up things, aren't you?
Look her up. Joystick is a Spider-Man villain who is a speedster.
All right, Jason agrees with you. Speed Demon.
And she beat up Speed Demon in an issue.
All right.
Yeah, I was really hoping for Darkhawk because he's like my favorite character. So.
Yeah.
No dice.
I really like the revamp Abnett did on Darkhawk back when he was doing Marvel Cosmic a few years ago.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That was the Brotherhood of Raptors. Well,
The
sweet.
Wizard.
The Wizard. How can I forget the Wizards?
Right. Yeah, there's no Doctor Strange powers yet, and this is a playtest, so hopefully that will all make it in. But I did see that they have some errata already out on the RPG page for this. All
right, cool. Oh wait, you said you can't play Doctor Strange. You can't play Wanda Maximoff. There's no magic powers here.
Not yet.
Well, just like they don't have super speed, they don't have the magic powers all set up yet.
Okay, well, it's a playtest doc, so yeah,
right. Yeah.
Things will come. So Shield Bearer, that is an interesting power set. is that specifically that's Captain America? Okay.
Yeah, that's basically Captain America. Here, we can take a look at the
Or U.S. Agent or Battlestar,
right,
or the what's the Russian one, the Red Guardian.
right.
So either Captain America or any number of guys in Captain America's supporting cast.
Exactly.
Okay.
There are so many clone characters in Marvel. You just give me a moment, and I'll name some for you.
They have like what 10 different Superman clones.
Yeah.
Oh God, so many.
Yep.
The Sentry being the one that comes to the mind quickest, but there's a bunch. So
Gladiator.
yeah.
Right, Gladiator. Yep.
So all right, well, sweet. I feel like we have mined this vein. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think so.
I think this looks good. I'm going to be excited to play this when we get a chance to read it, Jason.
Yeah, I'm excited to get it on the table. I'm curious to see how it'll feel. A lot of people have complained that it seems super, math heavy, but I think once you get it on the sheet, it'll be fine.
Yeah, I just looking through it, I don't really get that impression, but when everything can be different when you actually start rolling dice. So
right. Yep.
So wow, I kind of want to play this sooner than 2 weeks. I wonder if we could do another lunchtime session sometime next week. So we can talk about that behind the scenes.
I would certainly be up for it.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. So, all right, cool. Any closing thoughts?
Yeah, give it a chance. Check it out. If you don't like what you see or how it plays, give the feedback and make the changes that you want. And don't be scared to improvise. If you want to reskin flight as super speed, that could give you the opportunity to give this a try.
Where's the playtest of download available? Is that on Amazon?
That's where I got it. Yeah.
So I got mine through Nook. Just because I read on Twitter that they leaked it early. I was like, oh, let me grab that real quick. I wanted to go ahead and get it read so that if we wanted to play early, I had that already taken care of. So, and then Mike said Kindle.
Well, maybe we could do. Oh, I keep wanting to arrange a game. Sorry. Yeah, right here on that. I'll throw it in the comments. But yeah, you can get the playtest doc for a mere $10.
There's no shame in wanting to arrange a game, Mike. We're gamers. This is a gaming podcast.
Right.
Fair enough. But just yeah. All right, cool. So as soon as we can, we're gonna get this bad boy on the table and play that sample adventure and try to make it happen. So if you literally just search on Amazon for Marvel Multiverse role-playing game, it comes up. And for just $9.99, you can get this in your Kindle library, and after what seems like way too goddamn long, it'll finally download and you can start paging through it.
I'm sure the reason it took so long is based on how many people are downloading it.
Yeah, it's probably every guy who looks like us anywhere in North America right now is downloading this. So yeah. You know what we could do? Everybody plays Spider-Man, and we do Enter the Multiverse homage game.
There's two Spider-Mans included. So
the thing is they have both Miles Morales and Peter Parker in there, and with that you cross section. It's like someone plays one of the multitude of Spider Women, and someone plays Spider Girl.
Yeah, Noir Spider-Man or whatever.
Yeah, Nicolas Cage as Spider-Man. Noir. All right, cool. Well, hey, let's play our outro music and then say our goodbyes. Check out the BAMF podcast. We do fun shit like this all the time. So bookmark us, hit like and subscribe. Check us out. We're fun cast on it, and people like us. Jason, thanks for coming and giving the review.
My pleasure.
Jacob, thanks for co-hosting.
Glad to be here.
We will see y'all next time on the BAMF podcast.